It's not wise to spend all you make. It's not wise. But so many people in our nation live from paycheck to paycheck. There's nothing to show. There's nothing left over at the end of the week. And they live from paycheck to paycheck. But the Bible teaches us it's not wise to spend all that you make. Listen to this. Proverbs 21:20 in the New Living Translation says it this way. The wise have wealth and luxury, but fools spend whatever they get. In other words, God says it's absolutely foolish to burn through everything you have. You see, what ends up happening is, here he tells us that we can be unwise in handling it because without managing our resources correctly, by just living off and disposing of everything that comes in, that's not wise. And what happens? It ends up invoking the wrong kinds of feelings among people because people can be envious because of somebody else having something. And the fact of the matter is, the Bible here teaches us that wise people have wealth and luxury. In other words, God doesn't have a problem with us having nice things. He has more of a problem in this end, nice things having us. You see, it's not, the Bible doesn't tell us that money is the root of all evil. It tells us the love of money is the root of all evil. And you don't have to have a dime to commit that sin. You and I need to realize, because why? Because just take alone our nation as a whole. I don't know how intelligent people can't get a hold of this. I don't know how we even debate this as a land. That our government way outspends what it takes in. And that is foolish. It's not wise. And I don't know why we're even debating these issues. Because I've been telling my own children this, that I'm not sure that unless there's a huge change in the way Washington deals with things, we may not be living in the same nation we once enjoyed. Because we've been leveraging our future. We've been robbing our kids and our grandkids. And we keep talking about this and talking about this. Spending. And the fact is we ain't got it. And when are we going to wake up? Because you know what? When we were even incapable as leadership in this nation, when the financial markets were looking that we would cut $4 trillion over 10 years, we couldn't even deal with coming up with $1 trillion. That we would agree to cut in. And you see, guys, it's not an issue of debating. And it's not about causing some type of a warfare among our peoples on this end. It's really this. We need common sense to lead, that you can't live on what you don't have. And that's where we need some common sense. I think, you know what I think the problem is in America? We become so open-minded that all of our brains have fallen out. We want to talk about spending on this and spending on that, and frankly, we ain't got it. And when we're going to register, and when we keep talking about new programs, new spending, new doing, where's the money coming from? And the bottom line, I fear that we're following in the heels of European nations that are absolutely toppling over these whole issues. But you see, we struggle with it personally. And you know, we want to blame people in Washington, but you know what? We're all partially responsible. Because we all want something that the government needs to do for us. Whereas the wisdom of God teaches us that if we were to apply his wisdom, we would become shatterproof and not be responsible to having to wait for public assistance or public help to help us in our ends. Okay? So listen to me, follow along with me, because why? Spending all that we make is foolish.